to today's employer information session featuring Amazon. For those of you who are not already WorkBC clients, WorkBC offers services that are free and supports for anyone who are not already enjoying long-term sustainable employment. Your WorkBC case manager can connect you with the right employment opportunities and to provide the coaching, workshops, training, and funding to be the best applicant you can be. You can call us at 250-388-0858, or you can always drop by one of your nearest WorkBC centers in person to find out how we can help. So before we begin the presentation, I'd like to respectfully acknowledge the Lekwungen and Wasanic people on whose lands we live, play, and work. Our acknowledgement is heartfelt. We lift up our hands in respect to the Lekwungen and Wasanic people, the Songhees, Esquimalt, Tsartlip, Saud, Sakem, Pakwachin, and Malahad, whose relationship with the land is sacred and continues. We dedicate ourselves to learning about the local Indigenous people and culture, to share what we learn, and to listen to and respect Indigenous voices. Haitshka. So for today's presentation, just another reminder here that we remind you to remain muted and video off so we can enjoy a high quality viewing experience. And if you have any questions for our guest, you can type them into the public chat and then I will pose them on your behalf after the presentation. Amazon is opening their 115,000 square foot delivery station near Sydney very soon, and they have many positions to fill. So to tell us more about their hiring needs and about the many rewards that come from working for Amazon, we welcome Chiara Castellato, Community Engagement Specialist for Amazon Workforce Staffing. Welcome, Chiara. Thank you for being here with us today.
Awesome. Thank you, Stacey. And thank you, everyone, for joining. I am going to quickly share the screen. And then if you want to just give me a thumbs up when you can see welcome to Amazon. So I know.
Nice.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay, yeah. So thank you for having me. My name is Chiara. I work at Amazon as a community engagement specialist. Like Stacey had said, I get the awesome privilege of being able to present what we have to offer, what you can have to kind of gain here working at Amazon, as well as answer all questions. I'm going to start with saying that I hire for all hourly warehouse positions. A lot of these positions are in logistics and warehouse. If you do have questions about IT, please save them for the end or anything regarding corporate positions, and I can share helpful tips of where to apply and how to be successful in your interview loop. So save those questions because I love to hear them and I will help you towards the end. Just get this started. So how to apply for a job here at Amazon? Two very simple links. The very top link is amazon.com/Vancouver hourly jobs. This is where you will go to find all of our positions. It says Vancouver, but it means Vancouver, Langley, Sydney as well. We are working to get it changed to BC, but for now, this is the link, and that's where you can go. If you're looking for a position and you don't see it online, you can click the link at the bottom, and I will share these in the chat at the end, so you do not have to write them down yet. Amazon.com/TC, and this is essentially a link that you'll set up what you're looking for, and when it becomes available, we will text you, email you, however you kind of check off, and we'll notify you on what's available. So 2 ways to find jobs. All of our jobs go live every Friday night around 6 p.m. Right now, we do have positions available for Sydney, which is awesome. So if you want to take a peek, you can look and see. I'm gonna mute. If you are not on mute, please mute yourself. And then if you have questions, we can save them for the very end just to help with audio. I think there's one person maybe that is off mute right now. So just a reminder on that. So we are hiring, like I mentioned, for all hourly warehouse associate positions. We have 3 basic qualifications: high school degree, you have to be 18 years of age and have a basic level of English. Very simple English level, just so that if you are ever in a situation where you are in need something in regards to safety, we can help you, and you need to communicate that. In terms of what to expect, career growth opportunities, tuition support programs, benefits, lots to offer. So when we say entry-level position, we truly mean it. So when you come into Amazon, you need no resume, no past experience, anything you need, we will provide for you and pay for. So some of these will include steel toe boots. We will provide a voucher to pay for your safety equipment and your shoes. If you need any forklift operating, we will pay for your certification and give it to you. So we really want you to be able to come, remove any barrier that may be in way, and then you really get to take that and grow however you want within our company. To start things off, benefits. So the perk of your guys' delivery station is that it's a brand new launch, and we are offering full benefits for part-time and full benefits for full-time permanent employees. So what our benefits offer, if you are a permanent full-time employee, you will get medical, dental, and vision coverage. You get RSP matching, paid time off, and access into the EAP, which is our employee assistance program. So all things mental health. If you are a permanent part-time employee, you still get benefits. You will get medical, RSP matching, paid time off, and access into that EAP, so employee assistance program. Paid time off is a great benefit. It's 70 hours that you get to pick as you need, and you get to take when you want to. If you have, a mental health day, you need to take care of family, you just want the day off, it is paid time off that you get to use and you're entitled to for 70 hours. So lots of awesome benefits that you really get to help with that work-life balance. Career journey. So where can you start? A lot of individuals on this call are interested in warehouse work, but they do have other passions as well, which is awesome because you can really grow here at Amazon. So essentially everyone will start as a warehouse associate, which is what this role is right here. And then from there, it's a great stepping stone. So you can step into a process assistant, area manager, operations manager. That's kind of a typical route. Not typical for everyone. Some people will change it and go, maybe if their passion is in learning and training, they can start as a warehouse associate. After your 30 days, you get access into our internal job board. And essentially that's a job board where you can go and look to see what positions are open and where you can apply and kind of be promoted into. So a lot of individuals will start as a warehouse associate. After their 30 days, they'll see, an IT positions opening up or an HR positions opening up. You can apply for positions or work with your manager to say, I'm interested in HR. How do I get there? Together, you can work on a plan and then really grow in the route that you're interested in. So a lot of our facilities will have, warehouse associate, will have management positions, HR positions, IT, and learning. So lots of growth in every single one of our facilities here. Career Choice is another awesome program. So what Career Choice is you work at Amazon for your 1-year mark after you're invited to join Career Choice. So what you're going to be doing here is if you look on the screen, you can see there's admin and business services, infotech, healthcare, mechanical skills trades, and transportation. So after your 1-year mark, let's say you're truly passionate in transportation. You can start to apply for transportation, get 95% of your tuition paid for. Once you're done your schooling, you can leave Amazon and pursue your passion, whether it be transportation, IT, healthcare, et cetera, et cetera. And essentially Career Choice confuses some people because they're saying, why are you paying for people to leave? But that's not the case. We are really removing those barriers to anyone that wants to get education in other areas. So it says thank you for working at Amazon. So if you work at Amazon, you can leave and do transportation. You can do transportation at Amazon and continue your career, go to a different company if you want. It's really helping individuals remove that barrier and get into somewhere that they're truly interested or passionate in. Amazon will partner with universities that there is a percentage of hiring after. So if you look on the screen, the 5 spots here are really in-demand jobs. So you're going to go to school, and when you graduate, there's going to be positions available, and it continually changes, more are added. Some of the quieter kind of areas or healthcare, they'll kind of be removed, and it's always changing. So you really get to see what's in demand and what will give you a job at the end of it. I get a lot of questions on Career Choice, so please save them because I love to hear what everyone has to say. Affinity networks right here. You can probably recognize some on the screen. Glamazon was big in the last 2 months because of Pride Parade. PWD is People with Disability at Amazon, Warriors at Amazon, there's tons. So essentially this is an affinity network made by Amazon employees for Amazon employees. So every single one of these groups has been created by an Amazon employee, and other Amazon employees will sign up. There's 3 kind of levels you can do. Level 1 is you can just join, get some cool swag, and be a part of this community. Level 2 is you can volunteer at events. A lot of individuals went to Glamazon and volunteered at Pride. And the third most involved level is if you are on the team that gets to plan who you're sponsoring with. So it's really involved, lots of hands on deck, and you get to partner with certain organizations. So you can be as little involved or as more involved as you would like, but it's just a way to create culture here with a company the size of Amazon. Locations. So this is our map here. We have a delivery station very close to everyone on 9899 McDonald Park Road. This is a kind of our delivery station on the island. And then if you look on the Lower Mainland, there's a bunch popping up all over the place. This one here on the island has, we've gotten some feedback that transportation isn't that easy to get to. So we have a free shuttle that'll pick you up a half an hour before your shift start time. And the spots will be downtown Victoria, near the mall, Telecom Mall, and as well as on, I have it here, Mackenzie and Quadra is the third location. So a shuttle is free, will pick you up from all three spots, drive you straight to work, and then a half an hour after your shift, pick everyone up and then drop you off at those three spots again. And it is completely free. You just scan your Amazon badge, and then you're only going to be on the bus with Amazon employees. So that's another way to remove a transportation barrier to this kind of isolated little spot up top here at our delivery station. All right, the question everyone's wondering is, what is it like to work at Amazon? So Amazon is you're active, you're walking, you're standing. So really wear relaxed dress code, shorts, t-shirt, athletic wear, your safety shoes. Be prepared to walk for up to 4 hours to 12 hours standing or walking. Big space, you're going to be moving around a lot. The heaviest item we have on our shelf is 49 pounds or 22 kilos. So there's a slide in here just to show what 22 kilos looks like. About a bag of small sugar that you have at your house is about 5 pounds. So 49 pounds is about the size of a small microwave. You will not be required to hold this your entire shift. I promise it'll just be the heaviest item stored on the shelf. If you are unable to lift that, that is okay. We have a thing called a team lift. So you can ask for support. 2 people can lift an item safely onto a cart or off a cart onto a shelf, and you can have support that way as well. So do not worry if 49 pounds is too heavy, because there are team lifts or systems in place to help. Couple more slides, and then I promise I'll open it up to Q&As. So the process here is a little bit different than the average place. So what you will do is you will go to amazon.com/Vancouver hourly jobs, and you will start your online application. This application will be 3 parts. So part 1 is put in your information. Part 2, you're going to do a little question. So it's multiple choice. In this situation, what would you do? Just to get to know you a little bit better. And the third part is a small game type assessment. So there'll be, a game, the blue box needs to go on a shelf, not next to the yellow, but not next to the red. Where do you put it? And it's just to see critical thinking. So 3 kind of quick steps in that application. You attend our office hour, which is virtually for this location. You get to meet the team. They'll confirm everything is good on your end. Documentations are all there. Answer any questions you may have, give you information about the shuttle. And you attend your new hire event, whether it be virtual or in person, and you start. So super simple. There's no resume, there's no interview, there's none of that. Like I had mentioned, come get everything you need to be successful, and then you can take your career to whatever step you are willing to take it to with the resources we can provide for you here at Amazon. And the final step, and the most important one here, is this ACAT team. So ACAT stands for Applicant Candidate Accommodations Team. Essentially, they're here to help you, 100% confidential. If you require any medical accommodation, whether it be visibility, mobility, hearing, you need a job coach with you, this is the team to reach out to. I recommend reaching out as soon as possible so that you can speak to them and get your accommodation in place prior to arriving to your day 1. And that way we can have everything prepared and ready for you. The ACAT team is very case by case. So what happens for one person may not happen for everyone, which is great, because if you have a situation that's never been addressed before, or you have an accommodation that you really need, this team can always change and modify to really cater to anyone that's asking for some help. So great team here. You can call them, and then there's a link I can share as well if anyone's interested, just to browse a bit more on what this team has to offer. So I will wrap it up with this last slide right here, with this link that you're going to go to find jobs. I'll stop sharing this screen, and I'll post this link here in the chat box so that everyone can have access to it. The top link, just to go over, is where you'll go to find jobs. And the bottom link is where to sign up for that TC link if you don't see what you're looking for. So a lot of information passed your way. Thank you for staying with me. I'm going to open this up to questions. So you can type it in the chat. If you're brave enough to unmute yourself, you can ask as well. Or I think Stacey's going to facilitate the questions. So please ask away. There's some details I left out to hope to initiate some questions. So we'll see if anyone can catch those ones.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, anyone who would like to put a question into the public chat can definitely do that right now. I'm just gonna hold here for a second. So I do have a question on how many hours is part-time and are the schedules the same each week?
Good question. So yeah, so when you apply for your job, you will apply for the area you're looking for. So you would apply for Sydney, our Sydney location, and you're going to pick what hours and days you want. So they'll put up a shift Monday, Tuesday, they'll put up a shift Friday, Saturday. You pick what you want, and then the hours will be showed as well as the hourly pay. A lot with a delivery station, just with the nature of this job, how it works is fulfillment center will package everything and send them to delivery stations, and then delivery stations will work late night into the early morning to pack all the trucks and get them ready so that trucks can leave early morning to hand out parcels. So a lot of shift times will start around 11:50 p.m. and will go into the morning. There are some day shifts available as well, so you really just have to keep an eye on your times to see what you're looking for.
Okay, I also have some more questions.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, this is good. There is someone who is wondering if there's an admin or receptionist position. I'm assuming that all the positions that you have are on your online application. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to share a link for whoever just asked that question for admin. So there's two ways to answer this. One is there's no admin role. What would happen is you would start as an hourly associate and you could transfer or you could get promoted into HR, which is our similarest kind of avenue to HR role or admin. Or if you are interested in just a generic admin role, I'm going to send you a link for corporate positions, as well as a link of how to interview and be successful. So you can take this link and use it to your Amazon job, or you can use it to any other career that you're looking for. And it really shows you how to interview using the STAR format that we use here at Amazon.
Okay. All right, I have some more questions on the shuttle service.
Perfect.
So one is, will the shuttle service on the island be a permanent service? Is this going to be in place for employees, and this is going to be the expectation it will be there permanently?
Yes, this will not remove it from you. We promise you. This shuttle, maybe depending on if we get some feedback, there could be some changes to the pickup and drop off spot. Maybe they'd add in one or adjust based on what the partners are asking for. But the shuttle is in place for everyone. It won't be removed.
Okay. And I have another question that builds on the shuttle. If a person is working casually, can they still use the shuttle bus?
Yes, if you have an Amazon badge, you are welcome to use the shuttle. I believe right now we have permanent part-time and permanent full-time positions. Eventually we will have seasonal positions, so that's kind of our casual, and you are still welcome to use the bus as well.
Okay. And you were saying, Kiara, that there's 3 locations. Is that correct? There's the downtown Victoria, then you were saying Mackenzie and Quadra?
Correct.
And then there was one more. I was just
Tillicum
wondering.
Mall.
Oh, Tillicum. Okay.
Yes.
Is there any potential to connect in with the Langford as well? Is that
was a big feedback, that we had. As of now, we have these 3 spots, but I heard that Langford is a big spot for students, and a lot of students will be looking. Is that correct? Is the student population in Langford?
I live in a student population right in the University Heights of Victoria. I know that a lot of people commute from Langford for sure. That's a high, that the housing is definitely has opened up so much in Langford, and then people commute from there. So that's I don't know if it's a large housing area though, or for university students.
Mm-hmm. I can pass the feedback along and try.
Okay.
You're not the first person who has asked, so it's good that more people are asking, and I can pass it along.
Okay, thank you. Excellent. I have others. The hourly rate. What's the rate starting at?
Yes, so this is the point that I took out, actually hoping that someone would ask it. So thank you to whoever asked this question. So we just increased our hourly wage. So right now we are paying, if you work days, you can make $18.75 an hour, up into $19.25 an hour if you're working nights. Night shifts do have that $1.50 extra an hour. And if you're working Saturday, Sundays, we can acknowledge those are tough shifts, weekends. So we pay an extra $2 an hour. So when you pick your shift, you will pick your shift, your start time, and your pay will be visible. No questions or no surprises. You'll see it clear right there.
Okay, nice. I have a question about driver positions. Are there any, any positions that are opening that work outside of the warehouse potentially?
Yeah, so great question. We actually hire a third party as our drivers. So Amazon will hire a third party to do all the driving needs. So that'll be a different group. But whoever asked, I think it's Robert, that this delivery drivers, if you Google Amazon delivery driver Sydney, it'll bring you to an Indeed page, which will be our third party vendor for all things driving. They do have specific requirements for driving. You need your class 5, you need to be a certain age, and they may have something else. So just make sure you read those requirements for whatever that third party is asking for.
Okay, thank you. That's excellent information. This is really great.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I have another question. If you already have an education, does that automatically qualify you for a supervisory role or position moving forward?
Good question. So this is kind of nothing guarantees anything. You can have a degree and that can be awesome, but it doesn't guarantee any kind of change or promotion. If you're going to apply for an entry-level position, you do not need a degree. But if you're applying for a promotion, once you get that entry-level spot, a degree will look great. So we offer two things. So one is some positions in management will require a bachelor's degree in order to move on to a management level. The second thing is Amazon can recognize not everybody is able to have that education, or the payments for post-secondary are quite expensive. Yeah. So we will look at 2 years of Amazon experience as a bachelor's degree. So if you work at Amazon for 2 years and you're ready for a management role, you can apply for that management position. We'll waive the bachelor's fee and replace that with your 2 years Amazon experience, because you understand the processes. So that's just as important as a piece of paper that's saying other things as well. So 2 ways. So if you have an education, awesome, keep it for when you want to apply for promotions. If you don't have a post-secondary education, do not worry. After your 2 years at Amazon, we'll waive that and you can also apply for those promotions.
That's excellent. So there's opportunity no matter where you might be.
Correct.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm going to go back to the bus.
Perfect.
Is it one bus that goes to all 3 locations? And how large is this?
Yeah, so this bus will be for 25 people. If there's more people that need it, I'm sure they can make some adjustments, but it'll do a loop. So it'll pick up 3 people and drive you straight to the facility. I believe it's about a 30-minute commute. And then after, pick everyone up and then drop you back off at those 3 locations as well.
Okay, so different times for different locations then.
Correct, yeah. And when you do have we call them the new hire event, but it's more of a virtual check-in, you can ask for all the details and they'll pass that all your way.
Okay, excellent. How long will it take in order for benefits to kick in?
Good question. So I love this question because I love the answer. Benefits start on your day 1 date. So the day you start at Amazon, the day you can get your dental work done, the day you can get your massage if you want, all your benefits kick in for yourself, for your dependents, and your partner as well. There's no waiting period, no 3 months, which is awesome because a lot of people need benefits and we'll give it to you on your day 1.
Okay. Let's see. Is there a minimum amount of hours required to work part-time? If an individual would only like to work weekends, for example, is that a possibility?
Yeah, of course, always possibility. So our part-time work is 20 hours a week and our full-time is 40 hours a week. If you work part-time, you can pick what day. So if you don't want to work weekends, just don't pick the weekend shift. You can pick, on Monday, Tuesday. We have shifts that are 4 days. So we work 4 days on, 3 days off if you're full-time. So we have 10-hour days. So if you're part-time, you'll work 2 10-hour shifts and you'll have 5 days off to go to school to live your best life. And if you're full-time, you work 4 days and you always get a 3-day weekend.
Wow. Did you just put in the 4-day? Like, how is that? How
we always
Really?
So for operations, we always have 10 days. That it just works in operations and people like it. Some people don't and they don't apply for it. They'll just do part-time. But the people that do, they like the extra day off. I mean, it is 4 days, but you do get a 3-day weekend.
Talking about that work-life balance. That's really cool. I have another question about, nearby amenities. Are there any coffee shops or restaurants that might be nearby that people could go to potentially?
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the exact demographic of coffee shops. I was in the area just meeting some partners, and there was coffee shops, there was some food places, there was lots kind of in that area. But if you Google, you can definitely see higher kind of level what you're interested in eating or drinking and seeing what's closer to you.
And there was there's the direct address also that for the new location.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There's someone who's noticed that there were only warehouse graveyard shifts on offer as of late. Will more shifts be opening up?
Yes. So like mentioned with the delivery station, the nature of the business line, a lot of the work is done later in the night just to prepare for early kind of departure of the delivery trucks. So you will see a majority of graveyards. There are a couple days that come up that do get grabbed quite quickly. So you just kind of have to check every Friday. But a majority of this work will be late night graveyards, again, just with the business need of this kind of facility.
Okay, thank you. But just keep checking in, see what's being put out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have the Homestead Cafe is just down the street. That's awesome.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is really great. I have one individual who says they have military experience teaching or instructing people. Is there any opportunities that might go along down that line?
Yes, so we have a thing called learning, and learning is essentially our teacher teaching kind of branch at Amazon. So if you started as a warehouse, hourly associate, after your 30 days, when you look into your internal job board, look for learning. So learning, you could be a specialist, you could be a lead, you could be a manager. There's so many avenues you can grow, and learning is all about when new people come in, the booklets they get, how they get trained, how they can look to progress in the company. That's kind of in the scope of our learning team. So it sounds like that might be an interest to whoever asked that question.
Very cool. Okay, so going back to the administration position, it looks like the link that was shared, the individual is saying that it's a little bit vague maybe about the position. I'm not sure, Deborah, if that was what you're experiencing. You just want to tell me a little bit more about why it might be vague. Just wondering, is there more information if they go further through the process of what is concerning the position, maybe?
I think I'm sending this let me send it to everyone. So this was a link I shared for corporate positions. You're going to have to go into this website, click the area that you're looking to work in, and then click the field that you're interested in. So this is a link for all corporate positions, virtual, in-person, you name it. From then you have to filter what you're interested in. It is a third party. It's not third party. It's a different team that runs all corporate positions. So it's a little out of my scope, but this will be the website to go to. So then put, if you want virtual or in person, where you're trying to apply from, and then the position. There's thousands of jobs here because it's a worldwide website.
Oh, got it. So you just have to go a little bit more further in.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Deborah, I'll make sure to send that because I'll go back up to it and I'll resend it. I do have a question about if an individual is working for Amazon in Sydney, can they move to another warehouse in a different location?
Yes, all the time. So what happens is if other sites are hiring, they'll open up locations to Amazon employees first. Amazon employees can say, I want this position, I don't want it, and then we'll open it up to general public as well. If you are looking for a transfer, is what we call it, you can speak to your manager and say, I'm going to this area or I'm moving to, let's say, Vancouver. Can you get me in touch with a position, and they can help you as well. There needs to be a position open for you to apply into, but your manager will be the best person to help you with that.
Really nice. Okay, quick question about the graveyard shift. Would you happen to know what that time would begin at?
Yes, so 11:50 would be your start time. I know it's quite late. Here on the Lower Mainland, our start time is 1:20 a.m. So 11:50 sounds a lot better on our side, but it's still a late shift. You will get the shift premium for working the nights, which is awesome. So if you are a night owl, it's bonus. But yeah, it is 11:50.
Okay, thank you. And regarding part-time positions at 20 hours per week, can you work 2 10-hour days? I think that you did say that. That's correct, right? Two 10-hour days. Yes. If there are no 4 or 5 hour shifts for part-time, would it still be a 10-hour day? I have one
Yes, so
question.
if you're gonna see exactly what it'll say, I mean, I don't think there could be some 4 hours, really depends on the market. But you'll see exactly the shift length and exactly the day and the pay. So it'll be very clear, nothing will switch up on you.
Okay. I just have a really great, thank you so much for this information. Um,
So
yeah, that was awesome. So much. There's so
I
much that's going on.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of information to digest for sure. But I mean, it's really cool because there's so many avenues. I think the way to look at it is this is a great stepping stone. It may not be your end all be all, but if you show up, you work hard, you speak with your manager and get a plan, you can really take it to the next level. There sounds like there's some people here interested in learning and admin, and every facility has HR and learning. So there's tons of growth, especially with this new building. They're looking for lots of people. So bring all your talents, showcase them, and then hopefully you can make it to the next step.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this. So much information. I do have, okay, I have one more question.
Perfect.
This is about breaks. This is
Perfect.
good. Is it just 1 half-hour break on the 10.5-hour shift? Like in the 10 hours, you got a half-hour break, or there are other breaks in between too?
Yes, so you will get a 30-minute unpaid, you get a 30-minute paid, as well as a 30-minute break to use if you need to go take a phone call, if you need to take, whatever you need, you
Yeah.
get to whatever you need. So there are multiple breaks and multiple break rooms. So you can always kind of switch it up if you want to.
Okay. I have a very direct question here. When is the start date?
Yes. So when you apply, if you sign all your paperwork, meet with the team, don't miss your phone call, you can start within 12 days. It really works. It depends on yourself. So if you sign your paperwork, 12 days is typically the average wait. But when you apply, you can also see kind of your tentative start. So you can just kind of count 12 days in the future. And if you don't sign something on time, that's fine. Your start date will get pushed back and pushed back. So just make sure you sign everything as soon as it comes in.
Okay, just be right on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that would be that start with date would be 12 days from when you applied. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
12 days from when you applied. Okay. I have a question about, is there medical support for people that have never done a graveyard shift before? Yeah.
Yes, good question. So a lot of the team has done graveyard, so they can always support. You do have your benefits you can lead into. You do have your paid time off. You do need anything and additional breaks. You can use your PTO as well. So if you wanted to, one day you're super tired, you wanted to extend your break by 30 minutes and take a bit of a power nap, you can just clock in for that 30 minutes of paid time off, and you get a paid 30-minute additional break on top of the 3 that you have. But yeah, definitely talk to your manager if you need some support. There's tons of spaces in the facility. Some of our warehouses will have mother's rooms. So if you need to, have anything you need, you can go to that space. There's multi-faith rooms. There's tons of rooms that you can use to do whatever you need to do. So if there's some help you need with graveyard work, I'm sure there's a space that they can help you.
Oh, excellent. So there's support there if you need it, just to have those conversations and check in with yourself and others.
Absolutely. That's a great question, James. I've never had that question before. So great question.
Yeah. Especially for anyone who hasn't done that kind of work before, or anyone who is going back into it, maybe whether there's that support or not. When is the new location going to be opening?
Yeah, so we have our doors open. Right now, there's a lot of people coming in and being trained. So we're open, we're ready to rock, we're ready to welcome all of our new team members. So there's still some positions available. I believe from the beginning, we were hiring close to 100 to 125. We're almost kind of there, not yet though. So there's still spots that are full benefits, full everything good. So now's your time to apply and kind of snag the new launch positions.
Okay, so take a look for it. Is there going to be, are you looking at there are people who are local and they're applying, or is it just like a first come, first serve kind of situation?
This is for local. So we're looking for everyone
Okay.
in the area to employ those in the area. It is in-person jobs. So it is very much so local.
Okay, excellent.
Mhm.
And for drivers, third-party jobs, is it an Amazon branded van, or is it the third party? I wonder if you you know that?
Yeah, so because it's a third party, it's a little bit up to what I've seen some people drive in their own cars and they have more of a flex shift. I've seen people drive in the Amazon kind of branded vehicles. It really depends on the third party, what they offer, what they have available. I'm assuming a combo of both, especially if you don't have a car, but I don't know if the requirement requires you to have a car. It's a third party, so my
Yeah.
knowledge is limited on that one.
Okay, it'll go through that organization.
Correct.
I guess going back to that, you know, the support for the graveyards, or is there, you know, this acknowledgement of sleep deprivation and how that affects mental health? You know, are there strategies that are put into place with the team for support in that way as well?
Yeah, it's a good question. So I'm going to send you a link here. I believe it's changed. Hopefully it went to everyone. This is our accommodations website. So it looks here, medical disability, and I'm trying to get back on my feet working. So I know that can be definitely a barrier. So if you have any questions and you have that medical accommodation that you need, reach out to this team. That's the ACAT team I was referring to in the presentation, and they can help you. So it is 100% confidential. It is case by case. So speak to them, ask them, you know, what you're looking for, and see if it's something that they can help provide, especially if you're getting back on your feet. I know it can be intimidating. So just be open with them and let them know what you're looking for, and then fingers crossed that they can really help you. This team is great. They provide a lot of accommodations for a lot of people. We don't get to hear a lot about the exact accommodations because it is confidential, but we get to see who applied for ACAT and who got to start on their day one. And the numbers are increasing, which is awesome because a lot of barriers are being removed.
That's excellent. That's so great. I also have a question in regards, I think I know the answer to this, but I just want to make sure that the answer is said definitely. For anyone who was coming in, maybe didn't see all of the presentation, do part-time workers get benefits as well as just full-time?
Yes, so full-time gets benefits. They get more extensive benefits because they are full-time, but part-time does get benefits as well. So you'll get medical, paid time off, RSP matching, and access into that EAP, which is all things mental health.
And that's if you're part-time permanent, is that correct?
Correct, yeah, but we are only offering part-time permanent and full-time permanent right now, so it's everyone that applies.
Excellent. That's so good. Does anyone else have any other questions? I'm hoping that I've put forward and put forward all the questions that are here. Just gonna take a look. It sounds like the question regarding the medical mental health, that's excellent. The link, thank you so much, Kiara. This is
Perfect.
great. There's so much that it's Amazon, you're putting forward, you're taking down barriers, you have the benefits, and really seem to be working with people, which is really great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I'm going to send this one last link because I know someone asked for it and it was a little bit up, but this was the helpful link to how to apply for corporate roles and how to interview. So save this. It's helpful if you want to grow to Amazon or you want to grow elsewhere. It's a great link to have if you're going to start at Amazon and, you know, get promoted as well. Tips and tricks are very important. So save that if you want to.
Excellent. Thank you again, Kiara. I really appreciate you coming and sharing this information, being present with us today. And thank you everyone for hearing and listening and asking all of these great questions, finding out more information about Amazon.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Perfect. Enjoy the day. Bye, everyone.